Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar on digitizing and automating your business processes with AI and ML. I'm Amin Martz, VP of Ecosystems and Alliances here at Vasion. Getting us started, data is foundational to making sound business decisions, and a significant percentage of this data comes from analog documents. Extracting this data manually is time-consuming, riddled with errors, and certainly not scalable. Our partnership with AWS enables you to digitize the extraction process and gain insight and control over your workflows. All in all, Vasion empowers business automation across the entire organization end to end. In this webinar, you'll hear from our friends at AWS who will walk through some of the AWS services that underpin Vasion. Then you'll hear from us at Vasion to share details on the Vasion platform and how it delivers on the promise of digitizing and automating your business processes. Lastly, before we get started, we invite questions, so please submit them via chat because you'll be muted, and we'll get them answered at the end of our time. And with that, our friends at AWS will kick us off.
Hi everyone, my name is Saurabh Banerjee and I lead intelligent document processing at Amazon Web Services. Good to meet all of you. Today, what we're going to talk about is how you can modernize your current workflow using an artificial intelligence powered intelligent document processing or AI powered IDP. So why are we talking about an AI powered IDP? Just to give you some facts, the total amount of data that has increased globally in this last 10-15 years has been over 90x. By 2025, we're forecasted to reach about 180 zettabytes of data. 70 to 80% of all of this data resides somewhere inside a document, whether in an unstructured or a semi-structured format. And surveys have shown that $60 billion are spent annually in just doing manual data entry in order to extract the data out, and $8 billion of it are spent just on managing paper. Companies have been using legacy systems like rule-based OCR approaches as well as manual processing in order to do their document processing needs. However, these legacy document processes does not meet the needs today. Legacy OCR as well as manual processing are very time consuming, they're very error prone, as well as expensive. Manual processes also do not scale easily when your volumes goes up. And hence, it's very difficult to find this useful information needed for business decisions. Hence, we have come across a need for a faster document processing that helps you to shorten decision cycles and thereby helps you to enable serve customers better, more customers, as well as allow people to do higher value tasks. This is why at AWS, instead of approaching the rule-based OCR method, we have collected several millions of documents and data, and we have applied artificial intelligence in it to have a better intelligent document processing solutions, which helps us to reduce the cost, helps us to improve the accuracy, as well as improve the productivity. And here are some high-level overview of how that has happened. And then also there are some links to the studies with customers that have actually implemented some of these techniques as well as these AI tools in order to improve their document accuracy. Some of the tools that AWS uses are part of what we call as the AWS AI ML stack. The bottom of the stack is all about the infrastructure that would require for anybody who wants to try to build their own AI tools for document processing. What we have seen is document processing is such a repeatable use case. We have abstracted out the complexities of starting from scratch and have created pre-trained AI services that allows customers to directly start using and deploy these AI tools on their pipeline. Some of the services that we talk about today are going to be Amazon TextRack that helps you to extract information from documents, Amazon Comprehend, which is natural language processing services that allows you to classify the different sets of documents and extract entities like names, locations, date, time, etc. And then we have some specialized AI tools that have been built using medical documents that allows not only to extract PHI information, but also understands ontology syntaxes. For example, ICD-10 codes, SNOMED, etc. A typical document service with intelligent document services that AWS provides uses all of these different AI tools that I talked about in and creating this pipeline. The first, you start off with what is called, a data capture, where you store all of the documents in an S3 bucket. Once you have captured all of these data, you then classify them using Amazon Comprehend. Once you classify and have a better understanding of what those set of documents are, you then go through Amazon TextRack and extract the key business information from those set of documents. Once you have extracted the key set of information, then you go to a pipeline of actually enrichment of the document that allows you to understand and get better insights from that data to create a business value. Thereby, you can have a better review as well as validation of the data that you can then send for downstream processes. As you can see, like building a document processing pipeline involves multiple different services across AWS, and there is a level of complexity that involves in creating all of those services, stitching them together so that you can have a smooth document pipeline. Which is why we have partnered with Vasion in order to help customers understand as well as deploy some of these services in a more streamlined manner so that they don't have to worry about all of these different underlying AI services. With the help of a partner, you can accelerate the deployment of an intelligent document processing, as partners are experienced with the skill set that and the knowledge that requires to build these AI ML services and can suggest and recommend the right AI ML tools for the right IDP solutions for your needs. Second, these partners that we work with, especially Vasion, are expertised on digital transformation and can learn from the previous projects from previous customer workloads. They also offer solutions that could be customized as per your needs or have a more packaged solution that helps you to accelerate these needs. Some of the key services that we talked about today that Vasion supports are Amazon TextRack, that just does not use OCR but goes beyond OCR with accurate, versatile information extraction. Amazon Comprehend, that allows you to analyze these documents and then send these key insights to downstream systems and workflows. And then also Amazon Kendra, that helps you to move from traditional keyword search to more of an intelligent search powered by machine learning, improving search accuracy and help user find insights from data faster. As always, Amazon Intelligent Document Processing can be used across industries. Documents are everywhere. So please look forward to learn about all of these different tools and these AI services and how it can help you. With that, I'll pass it over to my Vasion counterparts to go over these services in more detail. Thank you.
Now that you have an understanding of the key AI services for intelligent document processing that AWS delivers, let's check out the Vasion platform. JD, the floor is all yours.
All right, thanks, Mark. I'm excited to be here today with you to share a little bit, not only about the Vasion products that we have, but a little bit about our company as well. And so, as you can see, we're a privately held company based in Utah. We have over 9,500 customers globally. We are an AWS Advanced Global Partner. And what we really focus on is delivering SaaS solutions. But not only SaaS solutions, a single code train that can be delivered to third-party cloud, as well as on-prem installation. So depending on customer need, we can deliver the right solution for the customer. And at the end of the day, what we offer is an integrated digital transformation platform. And as we talk about digital transformation, our company vision is to make digital transformation attainable for everyone. And in the context of our vision, digital transformation means two things. Number one, replacing on-prem physical infrastructure with virtualized SaaS offerings. And number two, converting physical and manual-based processes with digitized automated workflows. And by doing that, we're empowering the next generation of business within our customers. But the market challenge that we see today is there are many disparate point solutions when it comes to digital transformation. Customers are out there looking for a capture solution. And once they've identified it, then they need to go look for a digital signature solution. And hopefully those two things integrate together. Then they layer on automated workflows, and then content management, and then print management. And it becomes very cumbersome to try to link all of these solutions together to create a seamless experience through that journey, through that process. And so what we see is the market need is truly just a single SaaS platform that delivers all of these products in an integrated way, built cloud native from the ground up. And that's what we've done here at Vasion. And to give a little bit more information as to what is included in this platform, the first component that I'll talk about is intelligent physical capture. And you talk about, well, what is intelligent physical capture? It's the ability for us to take paper documents and physical content and convert that into digital, usable information. And you can do that via a multifunction device, like one of these multifunction printers, desktop scanners, as well as mobile scanning. And once you've converted that physical document into a digital document, the ability to then take that and pass that into a solution like Textract to be able to start to layer in AI to extract out that usable information, identify the document type, what information is on that page, and pull that information out to then make it accessible to your solutions and your different platforms is what we do with intelligent physical capture. Not only do we have that in the platform, then we have integrated a no-code drag and drop e-form builder, which allows you to eliminate any of the paper forms that might be flowing around through the business. Not only eliminates paper forms, but it also eliminates the need for even fillable PDFs, which are unsecure and challenging to use from an end user perspective. So this drag and drop e-forms builder allows you to convert all of those forms that you might have in your business into an electronic web-ready form that can then start to kick off automated workflows. Because as part of the platform, we built an enterprise-grade workflow engine into the platform that allows you to, whether it be coming from a physical paper capture or an e-forms, start to take that information and move it into a workflow that works cross-departmentally across the organization, as well as externally with third parties. And as part of this workflow platform, we've included a native digital signature tool in the platform that can be one of those steps in your workflow. Then at the end of the day, it all needs to reside in a secure location. So we've built in an enterprise content management solution to take all of that information, whether it's coming from a workflow, from a form, from a captured document, and be able to securely store that. But one of the differentiating points about this is not only the fact that it's a SaaS content management platform, but we've built integrations into the leading cloud storage providers like AWS S3, to where customers who have already made investments into those types of storage locations can now leverage over top of that storage investment enterprise content management of all of the documents that are flowing into their organization. But as part of this, we also have a print platform that allows us to do one thing in particular is output management. So integrating in with your line of business applications such as ERPs like SAP or Oracle, or into electronic medical records like Epic and Cerner, what we can do is when those systems generate print jobs, we're able to actually intercept those print jobs and layer in intelligence and workflow on top of that. So for example, if those were supposed to be exported to a printer that's offline, we can automatically redirect those print jobs to a printer that's online, notify the end user, and avoid any disruption in business continuity on that end. We can also take those print jobs and rather than send them to a printer, we can now route them to a workflow as well and leverage our workflow engine to move those through the next stage of the process after it's been generated by those systems. And then the last piece of the platform is end user printing. So we all know that paper is still part of our day-to-day business, and being able to easily make printing accessible for your end users without the need for infrastructure. So what this product does is it eliminates all need for print servers and creates a centrally managed direct IP environment that creates automated deployments for your users so they have the right printers at the right place and at the right time. We also have self-service maps to help with those self-service installations if you so choose. And all of these tools come together in what we call the Vasion automation platform. And we're excited to share even more information with you about how we can leverage this platform along with AWS and Textract to do intelligent document processing. And to do that, I'm going to pass it over to our digital transformation specialist, Bruce Mallion, to give you more information.
Thanks, JD. What we're going to get into now is we're going to talk about how intelligent document processing with Textract and Vasion work together. What you see here is our main Vasion interface. So this is if I was an admin. We're not going to talk about all the modules that JD went through in his prior slides, but what we're going to focus on today is, capture, storage, workflow, and of course the extraction using Textract. So documents can get imported into Vasion a number of different ways. We can do an automated import where we go to a directory or a cloud directory and import them into Vasion, then send them to Textract. Of course, we support scanning, and in this case, we're doing a file upload. As the documents are uploaded into Vasion, within a few seconds, the actual intelligent document processing starts where we're actually sending these files off to AWS Textract, and they are returning results. So in this case, you can see that 2 of them were already returned. On the next screen, you can see that the whole process has been done. In this particular case, a user could get notified. They could get notified via mobile app, they can get notified via email, or if they're working with the documents all day long, they would see that the batch has been successfully processed. So now that the IDP process is complete, we want to validate the information. So in Vasion, we have something called field validation. So what that allows us to do is we can look at the results that were sent back to us from Textract. In an automated environment, what we may actually do is the data that comes back, we may match it to a third-party line of business system. And if the data matches, the data automatically gets moved into the workflow. So in this particular case, we're going to look at all the data for purposes of this demo. So Vasion supports 2 types of field validation. So we have a summary view, and in the next screen, you're going to see the document view. So in the summary view, it can just quickly show you all the data that was extracted, and you can sort it by high confidence level, medium confidence level, and low confidence level. Of course, most users would be validating the medium confidence level and the low confidence level. The document view is primarily used to validate the information that comes off the document. So in this particular case, you can see that I have a high confidence document highlighted, and it will basically show you the field that you click on the left-hand side of the screen. Most users will use the document view to validate the information. This makes things super quick and easy to go through 10, 15, 20 documents in a matter of minutes instead of having to manually key in that information. After all the validation has been done, the documents can then be sent into their desired workflow. So in this particular case, I was dealing with invoices, so they might go into an invoice approval process. If I was dealing with HR onboarding documents, it might go into an HR workflow. If I was dealing with patient records, it basically could go into some type of automated patient record approval. So now that we ran through how Vasion and Textract can work together, let's talk about an actual use case where the 2 products have successfully solved the problem for a client. One of our joint clients happens to be a large county that is dealing with sensitive information, dealing with court records and adoption records for the county. They had some level of document automation before Textract and Vasion. So they had a case management system. They were using a third-party scanning tool that would allow them to scan in documents. They would try to read the barcode, and then based on the barcode, they would store the information and then try to upload it to the court system. But there was no real integration between the document management repository and the court system. And their scanning actually had roughly 20% errors. So roughly 1,600 documents per day that had to be looked at. And so if you look at that over a period of a year, you can be talking about somewhere between 382,000 to 400,000 pages that needed manual intervention. And these were time-sensitive documents. So the county came to AWS and Vasion and said, how can you improve our process? So what we were able to do is we were able to update their scanning solution that allow them to still read barcodes and also extract the key data automatically off those documents. What it allowed them to do is it dropped their scanning error rate by 20% to 5%. And not only did it reduce the errors, it basically reduced the time it took to create corrections to those documents and also an integration to the court system. What it meant in savings, now with AWS and Textract, they have reduced their error time by 90 to 95%. So a significant cost savings to the county and a significant efficiency saving for the county. Thanks for taking the time today on watching the AWS and Vasion webinar. For a more tailored demo and to see how your processes can easily work with Vasion and Textract, please reach out to us for a live demo. Now we will take a look at your questions in the chat. Thanks.
Thanks, Bruce. And while you guys start populating that, one of the questions that I think we always typically get, and I want to hand it off to Bruce, is how is Vasion demoed to interesting customers? Bruce, can you take that one?
Sure. Thanks, Martins. Most times when we are basically doing a demo for our client, we like to demo it with their live documents. So we will always ask for sample files that will actually run a live demo. So we'll basically take the files, scan them or upload them into Vasion, automatically then have them processed through AWS Textract real time and show the customers the results. And seeing is believing. So that's why we believe in the power of a live demo.
Right on. And then, one of the questions that comes up is, and this one I'm going to kind of direct to you, Bruce, but JD, I don't know if you want to take this one, is can a workflow be automatically kicked off if the data is at a certain confidence level?
Well, the answer to that question, and thanks for whoever wrote the question, is yes. So Vasion can be configured to look at certain fields within a document that have been extracted. And based on a confidence level, let's say we want the confidence level to be 95% or 98%, we can validate that that is so, and then automatically push it through the workflow. JD, anything else you want to add to that?
No, it's great. Yeah, it's the ability to kick off that workflow once you hit that confidence level. It makes it really streamlined. And if it doesn't meet that confidence level, you can actually kick off a separate workflow to review it, right? So leveraging that workflow engine is a really powerful tool.
Right on. And then we got this one coming in too, is can the solution shown today work with automating invoices and processing approvals?
Well, yes. When the documents come in and we use basically AI to extract the data, that data can then be used to make invoicing approval decisions. So yes, documents come in, data gets extracted, it gets validated, pushed through an invoice approval process, and then users can then approve, reject, and sign off on the invoices.
Right on. And I know that we're running tight for time, and I want to make sure that we get some more, but there's one that I just want to throw out there too. I'm looking at it in chat. Bruce, I'm going to kind of direct it over to you. And it's I work for the state of Texas, and there is a requirement for companies with a cloud computing service doing business with Texas state agencies be certified in Texas RAMP. Are there plans to reach that certification?
Well, Texas RAMP, is that, I guess my other question would be, is that equivalent to like a FedRAMP certification? I know AWS does have FedRAMP certification. I'm not 100% sure if you have TexRAMP. We'd need further clarification on the question to better answer that. And so if they would like to, get our contact information, I'd be willing to look into it and get them a better answer.
Right on. And I think, some of these questions, they get kind of deep. And I think one thing that we are going to do is take these questions and make sure that we get the right answers and get them back to the folks because we have the names. But with the time left, I want to close us out and do one thing. Number one, I wanted to thank every single person for attending. We really appreciate your attentiveness. Number two is there's a lot under the covers. There's a lot that we covered across the board from both the AWS side and from the Vasion side particularly. So, be sure to reach out to us and connect with us for a really, custom demo with your data. I think that really starts showing off how Vasion can be a positive, have a positive influence in your environments. And then lastly, and most importantly too, is that visit us. We're going to be at reInvent in November. So it'd be fantastic to see you there. And like I said before, we're going to be able to follow up with you on all these questions that we didn't get a chance to answer today. So look forward to a personal response from our folks. Thanks a lot, everyone. Take care.